Corki on Leona, Tabuno on Corki, and Attackman on Cassiopeia. Deman, what are your thoughts of this one? Who's the stronger team? Who's got the best lineup for this?
Well, I would say after Peculiar showing, they looked incredible. Honestly, they looked really good. They just got caught out by, but they made Logix look ordinary in the first game. But they have been beaten. They are here, and wow, Who's got a funky skin? I don't think I've seen that Ryze skin before. Wow, I'm slacking. Where's he pulled that one from? Is that one of the new ones, or
fast like a beast as well?
Yeah. What's going on? He's off.
That's the newest one. I can't remember what the name of it is.
I can't remember what the name of it is. Yeah, it's the fancy thing with the big purple rock on his back. But yeah, he's got himself in a position very early on, knew exactly where he wanted to go, so he's going to try and cut out. We haven't seen any invades so far. I am going with Peculiar on this one. I think they've got a really good pick team, and they were very strong against Logix. mTw, not convinced about. They have got a really good lineup this time, but we'll see. I mean, they did fall quite quickly to End Faculty, honestly. It was a pretty one-sided game, both matches. So mTw are going for the invade. Coming around, ping's going down. They haven't got Urgot with them at the moment, so Urgot might give the game away and cut short, which is what he's doing. He's going to get spotted by Carianas there, is he? No, he wouldn't have seen him. I think he'd avoid him there yet. Just following on the vision of him. They will come straight round to Corki, though. Oh, Tabuna just about saved his bacon. They would have walked straight on top of Corki there, and they will back away. And a good poison from Cassiopeia there, caught them all out. Oh, and they're going to dive in. Corki catching on towards Who there. Who has to flash out. Red Show also flashing out. Red's no, sorry. And Caress and mTw are going to back away from him. I tell you what, that was just pure luck that Tabuna came around that corner, because Corki would have almost certainly gone down.
Yep, and apparently it's Dark Crystal Ryze. And yeah, sorry guys that we don't know the name of every skin. We tend to focus on learning new champions, the spells, what they do, and all this kind of thing, rather
Some of us have full-time jobs.
Who the new skins are and all that kind of stuff. So you guys know what the skins are, and that's we're happy with that. We're kind of happy for you guys to be able to tell us what the skins are. That's always a nice thing. So let's give you a quick breakdown then of the lanes and how they start right now is certainly an interesting one, because Cassiopeia is up at top with Warwick and Lee Sin is in the middle with Ryze. So a very, very interesting start. Are they thinking here that, Lee Sin in the early game is going to be stronger than Ryze, and likewise up at the top for them?
Well, Lee Sin could harass Warwick in the first few levels, and Cassiopeia could harass both lanes. So I think they've just said, right, fine, we'll cause these problems. I'm not too sure how. I can't say I've ever seen a Lee Sin Ryze combo in a tournament play, but it's all well and good saying, "Oh, I've done this X, Y, Z in normal," but in top level tournament play, not really seen that one. I've got to be honest. Attackman though, up top, like you say, he's going to cause problems for Caress. I'm not too sure how well it would lay out later on. But he's certainly going to be able to keep him away from the CS, because Caress is going to have to come in to hit them, and Attackman could easily just poison him up every time he walks in. Didn't quite know why Attackman used Twin Fang there rather than the much cheaper in mana Noxious Blast.
Yeah, this is a real weird setup. Obviously, Peculiar have some kind of thoughts in mind for this one, although Blunatix could find himself falling short. We see Mundo coming out from that short side, and actually we will see the shackle come down. The question is, has mTw got enough health to survive this one? They're moving in onto him, not quite got the damage to get things done, and the cleaver came out afterwards, and both of them in that mid going very, very low. Down at the bottom, of course, Urgot and Alistar against Corki Leona. Corki Leona, very strong lane, really like that combo, but so far mTw are having a couple of problems down there. Cassiopeia has just gone back home, coming back with Doran's ring, plus actually a mana pot and 3 health pots as well. So wants to keep healthy on the mana, as we see Corki down at the bottom, diving onto Wu. Knocked up in the air there by Red Snow, who's just going to be trying to control that opponent's lane, as some ambulance just goes flying past the door.
We couldn't hear it, it's all good.
That's because it's like 30 degrees in Cologne today. Brilliant day to be sat in the studio. But, it's all for you guys at home, so don't feel hard done by, Joe, I suppose.
Don't worry, you're missing out on standard English weather.
mTw is actually coming around the side once again. Did they have a ward in there? No, there's no ward, so Blunatix doesn't know that, but obviously taking his pots And he is now fairly healthy. mTw is going to work his way in there. Huyu is going to get the Rune Prism down. They're going to try and push in. Ignite is burning on him. Oh, and that's a missed cleaver there from mTw. The question is, does Carrionis have enough to push him away? And yes, he does. Blunetix is going to come in there. And Cassiopeia is starting to work down towards middle. Does that mean we are going to see a switch in lanes once again and go back to a more standard 2 APs in the middle? Actually, attack man here. Oh. Couldn't quite see Huyu, but he's actually doing enough there with the Noxious Blast to force Huyu to stop his travels back home, and that will slow him down a little bit.
Yeah, where is Attackman going? He's looking at maybe trying to find out towards those wolves. Instead, he's going to go back up top. Because he's pushed the lane. I mean, Cassiopeia is like a natural lane pusher. He's just can easily farm up, and Caress is just had that lane pushed. Attackman being bought time to go wandering. I don't understand why he's using that Twin Fang as a farming mechanism. That just does not make sense to me, because that's a 60 mana, 60 to 70 mana. Yeah, that's it. 70 mana skill he's using there just to farm up. Absolutely makes no sense. He could easily just basic attack and get the hits instead of using it for that. But anyway, I'm sure he's a better Cassiopeia player than me. Well, he's certainly a better Twisted Fate player, so we'll stick with what he knows. And there he finally does use Noxious Blast to farm up. But yeah, quite happily using up that mana. Interesting. See how that one's going to work out. Down the bottom, Corolol is keeping Woo. And that really I mean, how do you pronounce it? It's just Woo. And he is going to catch on to him again. And that's Corki going into him, actually. Did get the Ignite. I can't get my words out. But it's all good, because Wu is going to go back. And, well, it's down to 70 hit points. Shyvana trying to come around the backside of Huyu. Huyu has been poisoned up there. Attackman now has switched around. Looking like Lee Sin going to go around there. Caress is going to come around. They're going to find him by that ward. There you go. Passes straight by the ward. So Shyvana's stealing the wolves at the moment. They know exactly where he is. Ping goes down. Says, look, there is a wolf around here somewhere. Carrionis is sat waiting for them in the bush. May get a glimpse of him. No, he's just going to play it safe, go the safe route there, walked actually past that ward as well. We are at 7:05, remember. The blue will be spawning very shortly. I'm trying to think where they started off. Where did Mundo begin? Is it 7:20? Yes, it is. There it is. Blue's just spawned, and they are going to make the way for this one, Joe.
Yeah, we see Huyu moving in there. Cassiopeia going to come from the backside, but they know that there's a ward there in that curved bush. This could turn out a little bit dangerous for Peculiar. That blue buff is going to be taken, though, quickly by Ryze, and that will all be good. Corki coming back in lane, down the bottom as well. Double Doran's Blade plus a dagger. Obviously working his way up towards those Berserker Greaves from the start. And just a quick note for you guys that are wondering why the German stream has 720p HD. It actually doesn't. That's just a bug inside of the streaming quality that enables the option, but it's just 450p quality stretched to that side. So actually it looks not as good even. So just so that you know that you're not missing out on anything. But if you do want to move up to 720p, you can of course become an ESL TV subscriber. That carries you through for all the Go for LOL stuff, Go for LOL Asia, Intel Extreme Masters, everything is included that gets streamed on ESL TV. So just to let you know. And you can find all the info over on ESL.tv if you so wish. But anyway, back to the game. And Wu there, we saw him landing a couple of Qs after the E, and mTw zoning out the Peculiar guys on this bottom lane. This could be interesting up at top. Blunetix has started to push up onto this turret a little bit more. mTw is actually going to pop his ulti and start running in here. This could well be first blood, but that was nice on Blunetix. The Ignite was burning on him. He kicked away mTw. There goes a cleaver, not quite got the range. Are they going to dive him under the tower? They possibly could as that cleaver lands, and they decide, no, we can't quite pull that one off. Attack Manny is coming down to bottom as well. Red Snow will actually use his flash to get away. Leona also trying to get in there. Didn't quite work out for them. And no first blood as of yet. 9 minutes into the game, but certainly a couple of close encounters.
Yeah, and mTw actually looking for it as well. Lee Sin not gone back, by the way. Stuck around and chose to use the lifesteal just to get that health back, as well as the pot he had running. Down the bottom, they're going to dive on towards Tabuna. Tabuna's going to get away from that one. Valkyrie's away. Turns around. He has got the lock on him, though. Surely Urgot will finish this one off. Yes, he will. First blood goes down. Corolon, you cannot do the damage on Wu. Don't bother trying to follow him. You'll get picked off in a 2v1. And he will back away. No, he won't. He dives in towards Red Snow, gets the stun down, but simply has no damage and will have to back away from that one. So a good first blood there. An attack man also trying to cover off onto Who poisoned up again there. Like I mentioned, it is a really good match. Cassiopeia versus Ryze has a great advantage over him. Meanwhile, at the top, Blunetix never gone back, and look at that, back to full health. Just steals it all back.
Yeah, now we'll finally go back, but that's a dangerous thing about the Urgot. We saw the Valkyrie was used by Corki to get away, but you're never quite out of range, and that's the real problem. Once you get that lock on, it's a real difficult one to get away from, and that gives First Blood over to Urgot, who comes back, double Doran's Blade, Brutalizer finish, also has the boots, of course, from the first level. And Attackman actually in this bush here will be walked into by Manfred. This could be a dangerous situation for him. And actually, I think he could end up going down, but he actually goes in onto Woohoo. Not quite enough damage here, and Attackman is going to die to Yoo-Hoo, not Woohoo. Woohoo's down the bottom, Yoo-Hoo's in the middle, and Woohoo, Yoo-Hoo, all great stuff. 2-0. I'm going to shut up now.
2-0, and baited as well there. Very nicely done. Missed the ulti as well, so it missed. It hit, but it was his back, so it didn't turn him to stone. It would have been a kill if he would have landed it, and instead didn't happen. Shyvana also burned the ulti out as well, so great play there. Ryze didn't even use his ulti either. Didn't need to. Didn't get close enough, to be honest. Tabuno again dodging shots again there on towards Woo. Woo this time taking down very low, just about flashing away. Does manage to avoid the last rocket that came out there, dropping big bombs all over Germany at the moment. Tabuno trying his best to get in there, but Woo has managed to get away. And, well, he's got that Brutalizer, and he does do a lot of damage, but he's got to be careful he doesn't get caught in a situation like that. Tabuno switching to the triple Doran's Blade. Coralol needs to get caught out as well by Red Snow. But that pink ward, you can see Red Snow will take it out, and they're going to switch up to Dragon Joe.
Yep, Dragon already been started here, and have they got the resources to reply for this one? You can see that Corki going in there with his ulti wherever possible, was smited there to finish off by Shyvana, and that will be first Dragon of the game, but going, of course, over to Peculiar. So that leaves Peculiar, although 2-0 behind, in the lead in terms of gold. Let's have a look at the CS, because Lee Sin 95 compared to 69 of Warwick. That's a nice lead there. Cassiopeia 76 to the 63 of Ryze, so there's another lead. And Corki 81 to the 79 of Urgot. I suppose you can say technically that's a lead as well, but that won't be lasting very long. Very, very even stuff with the CS at bottom. But it is the one kill that Urgot has on the board that's making the difference. Just gone in there for the Null Magic Mantle. And Coralol is alone in this bush. Needs to be a little bit careful for my money. And they know that he's in there now. Red Snow not seeing it early enough to get the headbutt over into the wall, and then the Pulverize, which could have set something nice up for them. In the end, didn't work out. And there was a ping over on towards Huyu, but Shyvana is up in the top side of the jungle, which won't bring all that much over towards them. So, let's have a look here at top. Lunatics continues to pressure onto Caress. And it's going to be a fairly even lane here until we start to see some ganks coming in. I feel the only thing that really separates them, and I say only, it's a good 40 CS by now, actually.
Yeah, Caress is having problems at the top here, and whether it's all about that start, I don't know. Whether he just couldn't get anything really from Cassiopeia, but Blunetix has gone a bit deep here. And you can see Ryze making his way up. There he goes, passes the ward. Blunetix is going to back away from that one and easily dashes away, uses that... I can never remember the damn name of that one. It is the Safeguard Iron Will, that's the one. And, oh, down the bottom, Tabuna's going to get caught out. He will get taken down. The stun came out, but it wasn't enough. Mundo managed to pick up the kill, diving in there. Remember, now you can see that Cassiopeia is going to try and catch down there. Gets to get the slow down on towards Red Snow. Red Snow gets Twin Fang on him as well, but he's going to be able to get away from this one. Urgot now, a flash across. Leona surely can he land the stun? He can't. Yes, he does. Cassiopeia is going to get the Twin Fang across. Heals up. Will it be enough? No. Carianos is going to take him down. Huyu came back as well, but it was too little too late. And they do exchange kills. And honestly, well, it was AD for AD. And really, who picked up the kills? Carianos, the jungler, and Mundo, the jungler. So, yeah, it really didn't make much difference. 3-2, all square. And gold advantage still slightly with Peculiar, despite the fact they are actually behind in kills.
Yeah, and constant harass up on this top, actually. You can see that Warwick having to use his full bar of mana to actually stay in this lane here with Blunetix. Ryze is coming up towards this top lane, and I'm not sure that they're going to realize it this time. Last time Blunetix was made aware by the ping of Cassiopeia, who of course is not there anymore. We are going to see ulti coming out now from Warwick. There was the Prism as well. Was it a little bit too early? I'm going to see that now as Blunetix actually flashes away, kicks Ryze in the face, and is going to shield up to not die from that one. And Blunetix again will walk away. And again, for me, the Prism came too early there. They didn't really need to lock him down, and they should have waited until Warwick's ulti was finished. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, indeed. And people just saying 3-2 all square. It was actually 1-1 in a kill exchanges. That's why I said it was all square. You gotta listen a little bit closer, people, to try and catch me out on the internet on a Saturday afternoon. So we are 16 minutes nearly into this game. Dragon was taken down. Lock on to Corki. Oh, that's a look at the range on that damn thing. Woo, just firing it off from deep in his own half, and Woo is going to push this tower heavily. Corki now coming back, but his support is very low, and well, he's gone back and got a phase as well. Has got a heal pot with him, so he'll just eat his way through that. Cariana's just getting ready, setting up for that dragon attack. Man is with him now, pinging down on mTw at the moment. mTw over on the rates, gets the slowdown on him. Will it be enough? They're going to try and put a lot of damage down, but he backs away. Had the support of Ryze as well. Oh, Red Snow, you've got to be very careful there. Attackman is going to get caught out. Headbutt! Oh, good flash. Very well timed there. Red Snow just went in with a headbutt, and he managed to avoid it. That probably would have been a dead Attackman there, I think. Wisely backing away, though. Lee Sin continuing to push that top lane as well. And down the bottom, Tabuna is again coming in there. Needs to be careful. Doesn't get into those crazy lock-ons from Woo in his... What is that skin? It's like Robot Urgot or whatever it is. I've just seen everybody plays it now. I can't stand the damn thing.
It's also when he dies, though, he kind of breaks to pieces on the floor and the green comes out of him. I guess I'm just some kind of sadistic bastard that loves to see that deathness coming around. But anyway, I do still have 3-2. And Corki having to keep his range. He knows he can't get anywhere near Urgot, and actually will Valkyrie away from the E. Out here is Red Snow. Actually, he's going to walk straight onto Carianis. He's like, abort, we cannot fight this situation. And backs away. He did have mTw working in as well, but you know, when you face check, you've got to be ready for a slap in the face. That's exactly what happened, but he's... actually, he's going to go straight home from that. He's like, I'm not risking getting caught out here once again when Carianis is still there. The problem is, can they lock Urgot down? As he spams out his Q. Ryze just pinging here about this central area. I think he's... yeah, it was a red ping, actually. So they were just pointing out Ryze's position. That ward is going to time out there. And Dragon must be due here, what have we, 1740. So, yeah, definitely due. And we can see that pretty much everyone is coming in from this one. Woo again will lay down the damage. Dragon is there. Corki going to try and hold these guys back. Actually, the cleaver comes in there. They're going to get the stun down onto Huyu. And is he going to be able to hold on for enough time here as they start to move in? And this surely is not good for mTw. They've got two men very, very low. And when I say very low, they're still alive somehow. Attackman will actually go down first. Huyu's just walking around like a boss and not dying. And, well, Peculiar, from what looked like it was going to be an awesome exchange for them, losing everyone here. And here's Warwick, knows exactly the position. And why is Corki coming back? That was a total fail. Corki should have gone away from that. Why did he? Yeah, whatever. Either way, it's an ace.
Yeah,
GG.
I don't know how mTw didn't get destroyed. There's like three of them got caught in the Cassiopeia ulti, yet nobody attacked them. And yet they were attacking all the wrong targets. Like you say, Mundo and Warwick are the two that were down low. Why are you even hitting them in the first place? I don't know. But yeah, mTw coming out very strong in that fight, despite the fact it looked like it was going to go Peculiar's way early on. But yeah, just bad targeting by Peculiar. 8-2, and the gold slightly swinging in their favour. Only still a 1k advantage. It just shows how strong their lane phase was for Peculiar Gaming. Just look towards the top lane, 146 to 116, 30 CS advantage there. The bottom lane is actually pretty even between the two, just 2 CS difference, 134, 132. Mid lane, however, 140 to 104. So big advantages on the top and middle lane. So overall, Peculiar should be winning these fights, but they're not. They're 8-2 down, and that is a big, big difference when it comes to these team fights. It could lead to mTw having some strong late-game matches. Matches? Fights. That's the one I'm after.
Yeah, and the thing is, Urgot doesn't really get that much easier to play against, all right? Probably mid to early late game, if that's even a thing, is where he's the strongest. You know, once that Frozen Heart gets in there, he's very, very strong. Actually, he's already got the... No, he doesn't. That's Warwick that's got a Frozen Heart, I tell a lie. But Urgot is working his way up to it, at least. And, yeah, that's going to make it harder. You try and focus on Mundo or Warwick. They're too healthy for you. You're losing too much while you're doing that. Ryze, of course, as we saw there from Huyu, he sticks his prism down, blows all his cooldowns, and then just walks around in a circle for a little while. Because no one's targeting him anyway, and he can do that. And then he blows his next load of cooldowns. And it's just not a good situation for Peculiar to be in. They need to be winning this next team fight. Next time we see a big team fight, if they don't win it, you have to fear for them. And down at bottom, we are going to get the switch coming in onto Tabuno. He will actually be stunned up there, but the focus is a bit off from mTw. They're focusing first on Tabuno. Finally, they'll finish him off. Wu's going low. Coralol surely will die if Alistar can finish him off. Actually, Coralol came back in there, and it's enough to help to the fight, but Attackman will die as well. Oh, Ryze has nailed Lee Sin up at the top as well. See, if we had the new right camera, we probably wouldn't have missed that one. And Carianis is now coming in, and he fancies his chances against Red Snow. But if I'm honest with you, he's surely just going to headbutt him away and say, you've not got a prayer, my friend. There is a flash still with Carianis, but he's not going to get anywhere near them. And that is another bunch of kills for mTw. 4 of them, in fact. And that leaves us at 12-3. mTw with a firm lead. Although the gold, you know, it's not that much just from those dragons that we saw going the other way. But if we look down the individual kills, Demon, that's where it gets a bit scary for Peculiar. Ryze 3-0-3, only going to get harder. Mundo 2-1-7, same situation. Actually, Alistar's doing better with kills and assists than Warwick is right now as well. And Urgot up at 5 kills, 2 deaths, 5 assists already. And there is the Frozen Heart finish. So, I don't know. Overall picture is not a pretty one for Peculiar.
Yeah, Peculiar actually madly... get the word out in a minute. He's pinging. That's the one I'm after. Pinging onto Baron. And, they actually thought about going for it there. I'm not too sure whether it would be the wisest choice. I think they're feeling that it's their last grasp issue or chance, or whether they thought that mTw were possibly going for it, but they have peeled away and carried on about their business. And they're sort of in that stage that, you know, they're starting to group up and have to fight for everything as a team. Yet, despite the fact they were so much stronger in lane phase, it's just when it comes to the team fights, they are nowhere. They don't seem to have it about them. And mTw, you can see their attack squad. That is Mundo, Alistar, and Urgot have been doing absolute devastating work. 5-2-5 on that Urgot. There you go. Mundo's just going to clear out the ward, and that was a pink ward as well. He just cleared out. Corki down the bottom. Got to be careful. It's a long way away. He's going to be visible. Take that turret down, maybe, but they could lose out to something else. Blunatix is trying to take down that turret. Meanwhile, in fact, he will take the turret down. Caress is continuing to harass him, but he's quite happy to take that down and back away. Red Snow at the moment on his own in the top jungle, so he needs to be careful. Urgot got to lock off on towards Tabuna down the bottom there. Tabuna trying to go in a stand and bang. I'm not too sure if he's got enough damage about him. He will Valkyrie away. The lock-on will just about clear, so he will back away from this one in time. You can see Leona coming around to try and harass and keep Mundo at bay. He's going to try and get that chopper down. Has to use the ulti to prevent him. Tabuna, though, gets the heal off. And Ryze comes in just in time to rip apart Huyu. Tower hit on towards Manfi. Is Cassiopeia going to get it back around? Urgot, though, he's going to lock him off. Now they're going for a Attackman here. Anna's got the lock on as well. Gets one hit, gets the second hit, and you can see how much damage that's doing. Oh my god, what are you doing there? Haven't managed to flash through. Huyu picks up another easy kill there. This time, Carianis ultis across. Not too sure if you meant to go that way. The Weather's just trying to hit Huyu. Blunatix will surely get taken down as well. This is all going mTw's way. Finally, one singular kill picked up by Attackman, but Carianis will go down as well, and Ryze just mops up and says, thank you very much. I'm now 6-0-4. I'm going to go buy a house in France.
Yeah, and a 5-for-1 again. You know, the ace coming out, and that's just not cool. And someone seemed to have got me wrong when I spoke about Huyu and what he did in the fight. Of course, he blows his entire cooldowns.
He blows his wad.
He blows his load, and he walked around in circles until his cooldown were off. What was wrong about that?
Yeah, that's what you do.
Don't really get where I was wrong with that one, but there we go. But either way, this is what pretty much a definition of a one-sided game right now when it comes to this level. Corki 0-5-2 against 5-2-10 Urgot. So that's bottom lane for you. Dragon, meanwhile, is being taken. Ryze in the middle, 6-0-4 compared to 2-4-1 Cassiopeia. Actually, Corki does have the Trinity Force finished now. Did rush up there. Yeah, I was going to say, he's got Trinity Force, but is that really going to offer him that much? Not 100% sure. And Ryze just comes in there, and Corki explodes completely. And they're actually pinging Baron here, are Peculiar. Not sure that they're going to be able to do anything there with it, to be honest. Red Snow just walking away. His good friend Mundo coming in and getting the cleaver over as well. mTw actually having to pop his ultimate for this one, and he's going to run southwards. Good idea. Warwick is coming up there as well. And, well, there we go. Safe, both of them. And that's the problem. You're not going to kill him that easy, are you? You're not going to kill Mundo easy. You're not going to kill Warwick easy. You're not going to kill Alistar easy. To be honest, you're not going to kill Ryze easy. And Urgot's 4 miles away doing Q all the time.
And they've got 3 of them have got frozen hearts. So it's like, yeah, where are you going to damage here? I'm not too sure. Who are you going to hurt? It ain't going to be Warwick, Ryze, or Urgot, that's for certain. And like you mentioned, Mundo's always strong regardless. So it's just, despite the fact they won so tremendously in lane phase, and yet they've been absolutely destroyed every single team fight. mTw doing a fantastic job of picking them off. Alistar coming around the backside there. I think they're trying to bait them in to the Wraiths here. It is a 5-man team in and around there. And actually, they're not going for it. Peculiar, they thought about it. Actually, Corki is a little out of place. But if he just tossing his corporate Mundo suitcase around, it's causing problems for them. That paper trail goes out there. Actually, having a look around Baron at the moment, you can see Alistar's up there just clearing out the ward placements. He has got that Oracle on, puts a ward of his own down, and mTw could go for this anytime they like, I think. I don't think they'd have too many problems if it would come down to a team fight having to peel off.
Yeah, yeah, that's the point of it, right? If they start it and they have to peel off, then they can peel off because they're that strong. Actually, mTw getting caught out a little bit here in middle. They are going to try and focus him down, but he's going to head straight in onto that turret. And guess what? The rest of the team are coming around the side. The question is, can they actually catch any of them out? Coralol's gone in there and stunned fairly decently. Cassiopeia ulti will get them slowed down as well. And, well, they've lost the first man. It's Huyu that's dead. And the question is now, where are these kills going to come from? Red Snow caught out as well. Carrionus will go down. mTw is fairly low, and there goes the Valkyrie in from Corki, but Urgot is still there. The question is, can he go 1 versus 4? I'm not sure he can. He is going to switch Attackman right under the turret. That's going to be the death of Attackman. Wu is still alive, but he's going to die. Eventually, you'd think, there he goes, finally. And that is 4 taken down by Peculiar. And that brings us back to just a 3k gold difference. All right, it's 20 kills for 8 still. But that just wasn't the best engagement that mTw were really looking for, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they kind of went in a little bit half-heartedly and got caught out, really. Coralol did a good ulti across the team, managed to get in there, get a good stun across them. And then, obviously, you know, Attackman was left alone for a while at the back there. Tabuna absolutely shredded apart the Huyu and mTw. Just completely got left alone, just completely burst in their face non-stop. Just dumped his entire load of bombs in their faces. I think he had 6 or 7, so he was at full stack, I think he was. So just missile barraging all the way through and really causing them problems. So, are they going to go for Baron here? That's the question. They're going to have to pick out all these wards. There's a lot of ward placements around there. And yeah, they're not really in a position to quickly go back for it because mTw are all back in place. So Huyu wasn't running around with his ulti running there, actually. He was ready for action. It didn't really matter, though. And we'll just back away. Where's Warwick going? I'm going to have a look, peek up there, just clearing out them wards. Did take a Q to the face from Blunatics, but not too worried about that one. You know, that would have given Peculiar they'd have appreciated that fight. They came out on top, and they're just thinking now, Okay, what's going on? Lee Sin is going to get caught out. Oh, Blundertix tried to use his ulti to kick, but he just can't escape. The rest of his team were like, you are on your own on that one, son. Attackman did actually have his ulti up, and honestly, I think he could probably caught quite a few of them there, but the rest of the team weren't really in reactionary phase. Urgot is going to ulti flash, and this time it is going to be a quick kill. Tabuna does take down Alistar, though. Carianas has to use his ulti to try and desperately get away. Attackman's going to get dropped as well. And you can see that Coralol actually trying to take down Memphi. You're not going to be able to catch him up, son. He's just going to put that paperwork in your face and just rub it on your nose. And he will just walk away. It's like a dog, but it's been bad. And he will just walk off and pick up the Baron. And honestly, mTw now returning back to strength.
Yeah, I don't think they ever left it, to be honest. I think the last fight was just rubbish for them. But still, there was at least one ace for Peculiar in this game. Well, they are 25-9 behind, 30 minutes down. And yeah, it's not a good idea to chase Mundo at the best of times, is it? I mean, especially when you're Leona. Yeah, you can probably catch him, as we just saw. Can you actually do anything, even if he's got like 500 HP left? Probably not. Especially when the rest of the team are in there behind you. Baron, of course, going over for mTw. And after that last ace, and the question is now, where do they go from here? What's the plan? Looks like they're going to try and push out the top turret. They do have Urgot and Alistar there. Alistar's going to go into the Tribus just to make sure that no one's coming around the side to try and stop this one. It's fairly healthy still. And Alistar going to go back, pulverize the minions, and try and stop them coming in there. Corki and Shyvana are also working their way in. And that turret's going to go down before they even pull a single hit from it. And down at bottom, Mundo here trying to 1 versus 1 against Lee Sin. Cleaver will hit, and Lee Sin obviously going to get away from that one. Mundo not quite got the damage to finish off that little 1v1, but he's certainly got the Cleaver to annoy Blundertix when he wants to go home. And they're still pushing this top lane as well. And there is the Q, this time landing on Carianas, and Alistar's coming in. He fancies this one. He is going to get the pulverize onto Tabuno. He's going to come around, and it has locked on. Corki's going down, and it is Wu that gets him, and he gets his second one. Well. Is it going to be a triple kill? And pulverize actually missed there, and they are going to chase Shyvana straight through that.
Chasing Mundo.
That don't really matter. Yeah, and they're in the middle of chasing Mundo, as you do. I don't know where to look.
Good lord, Blundertix has been trying his best to damage Memphi. Coralol and Blundertix have been on him for ages, and like you say, they do finally take down Shyvana, but Memphi's actually just 2v1 them.
Kicked him away.
He's going to get away with it. I don't believe it. Blundertix, he dodges him. Oh, he does finally get taken down, and Coralol will go pay for it with his life. And yeah, 2v1 for a good probably minute or two there, while the rest of them were fighting at the top. The rest of the team were completely pulled away, and that's just gave them the full advantage. They're going to take that turret down without any fight whatsoever. Blundertix is the only one alive. He's going to go back. You can see Corki desperately coming in to try and save the inhibitor, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He's in 3v1 position. He needs to be careful of the flash ulti that could come out on him. Ulti's not up at the moment, nor is flash, in fact. So I will just shut up, and that will be the inhibitor. Not going down. Are they going to last hit it? You can see Wu's just like, seriously, I'm not leaving it like that. I'm just going to go in and finish it. Yeah, and now he does back off. So this Baron has been used to a great advantage, and honestly, they're going to pick up this inner turret. Oh, Corki. I think Caress could have gone for him there, you know. He has got his ulti up. He could have certainly caught Tabuna out there. Needs to be wary that they don't go too aggressive, though, because 5 mana have come back. Who decides to try and tank up the turret. Now he flash ultis. That's going to be straight towards Tabuna. Tabuna tries his best to Valkyrie away, but instead got split while he was mid-Valkyrie. And now Blundertix is the target. He's going to get caught out. Good stone ulti there from Attack Man, but he's going to pay for it with his life. Absolutely exploded by Ryze. Hasn't quite been able to finish him off, though. He's just walking around waiting for that combo to come back, Joe, is exactly what he was doing. And it will come back, and he will pick up the kill. And very much all in favour of mTw. Blundertix has just stood there.
He's got no mana.
Like, really? just surrender, guys. Just surrender, for the love of God. You're 33-10 down. This is very much one-way traffic.
Yeah, and I just want to throw out a little comment there from someone in the chat who says, "Lol is dead. Look how many viewers are on the stream." Yeah, tell that to Dyrus with his 46k watching him play solo queue. Just saying. But anyway, yeah, 33-10. This is the moment that surrender was invented for, everyone. This is the time where you realise, Probably not going to happen, is it? We're probably finished roundabout now. Caress has just tanked this turret the whole way down and using his Q to keep him healthy. Actually, Tabuno's coming in here. And is he going to fancy his chances in a 1 versus 1 against Manfi? I don't really think that he should be. He's actually put a couple of good bombs onto him there. And there's Manfi saying, oh, damn it, he's actually pretty strong. I'm going to stick my ulti on. Caress got scared and cancelled his portal home. And they're going to run together. But there's the health regen on Mundo, just to fill you in if you didn't realise how ridiculously strong it is. I have heard that on the beta realm at the moment that Mundo's getting hit a little bit. Oh, we could get them, see them getting caught out. Huyu has got 3 against him. Attackman is going to use his Sonya's Hourglass just in time. Red Snow will get the kill, and Huyu is going to go possibly down, not before he's pretty much 2v1 them there in the end, and that will be another 1 for 3. I almost want to stop commentating semi-serious for this one because it's not anymore. And mTw are going to run straight through onto this middle turret, and they're going to go in with Tabuno. And actually, he has used his Quicksilver Sash to get away once again from the Urgot ulti. And I've seen that quite a few times from him. But still, a Quicksilver Sash here, a Quicksilver Sash there doesn't really make any difference to the outcome of this game. mTw are rolling over them, but they are going to do it in true tutorial style and take down all the towers, all the inhibitors. And then eventually, hopefully in the next few minutes at least, those Nexus turrets plus the Nexus as well. And Tabuno, you can see the range, and that's why Urgot gets banned pretty much every game.
Yeah, he's proven why. 15-3-15. That's just insane scores.
Oh, they're going to lose this fight.
10-2-14 Ryze. Yeah, it's just they're just surviving every fight, and they're actually continuing to do more damage. Carianas goes in. They do actually finally pick up a couple of kills here, but it's just too little, too late. Tabuna will get this final kill as well. He even puts a ward down in his face. Is he going to get him or not? He just keeps walking away. He will surely catch him. Valkyrie will come down in a moment anyway. But meanwhile, while he'd done that, Urgot picks up a triple kill.
Oh, it was still
alive.
Thank
you very much. 19-3-15, triple kill. Just going to actually walk away. And you know, he might take Corki out. He pops the ulti off, switches across. Just needs to get the single lock on. And
there's the heal.
Oh, baits him with the heal. Just one more hit will do it. And Tabuna with the quadra kill there. But yeah, triple kill, 3v1. Very nicely done, Urgot. 19-4-15. Seriously, guys, just surrender.
Yeah, I mean, I switched away from Urgot there because I thought he was dead. He's got Guardian Angel. I couldn't see him because his shield was on the whole time. But yeah, there's Huyu just flashing in to get himself an ace. Finish the damn turrets while you're there. Ryze, come on. But yeah, this is most definitely GG. This is going to be 1-0 in this best of 3 unless something ridiculously out of this world happens. Actually, we've just seen like almost everyone from mTw going down, and well, there's not a lot still that they can do about it. There's Huyu again, pumping out his combo. And I think he's decided, well, this is a good time to get myself away. Did he just use Shirelius to run? And then he ran back in because he's like, I can have Karanius here. But he's actually going to go down, almost gets the kill onto Coralol while he's going. And that just shows you how ridiculously one-sided this game is. And Caress is like, sup bitches, I'm Warwick. I can one-man Baron.
Indeed, this is a very one-sided 41-16. Like you mentioned, one-man Baron. Honestly, he could have probably took it down. It might have took a while. Manfi's actually just stood there. Look. It's like, no, I want to one-man it. Oh, Red Snow flashed through there as well. Manfi's just sat watching. Doesn't really want to join in, honestly. Just going to let them carry on. And Caress could solo that one quite easily. Look, you can just see he's having no problems at all there. They're just playing with the Baron. And that will be an easy pickup. So, I wasn't sure whether they thought about waiting the 18 seconds for Ryze, but really, is it worth it? No. They just need to finish the game off, honestly. But they're having fun on stage, I think is what it is. I think that's what they're doing. It is a best of 3, though, so there is another match, at least one to come. Caress hovering around Coralol there. Yeah, and he does ping through, manages to go on towards Attackman. It's going to be the head, but didn't get the pulverize down because he put his his on his Hourglass on, and they actually mTw might get taken down here. Attackman's still just about alive there. Urgot does come around, Manfi will try and pick up one. Just actually pop their ulti. And look at the health regen come straight out of that. Coralor's going to be the next target. He will get picked off. Carianas is being played with like a toy with a dog. It's like a cat just pouring away at him.
Toy with the dog. It's like a cat. No, it's a rat.
I don't know what it is, but he's getting ripped apart. Tabuna finally is going to get caught in the backside. Blunetics headbutt pulverized and eaten alive by the cow. Bull charged up the backside. And the Nexus will eventually go down. 46-17, though. That's a pretty high score and a 25-17 Urgot. And Liverpool just scored, so that's all good.
Yeah, and I think that last sentence that you got there with the fight contained the most animal references out of the entire day. There was a dog, a cat, the cow and a bull. Went well. But yeah, obviously mTw, we don't really need to analyze that one too hard. They got off to a good start and they pushed it all the way through. I mean, ace after ace after ace. That game's one of those where we should have probably seen it end a little bit early, to be quite honest. But here we go then. Let's have a look down the scoreboard.